make sure to stay tuned in for the dirty truth coming up next.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, I'm back. It's
Welcome back.
Tuesday. We have no Fred, so it's going to be a very interesting day.
Thank God.
He's
Fred.
covering the Drew League finals, which is after this, we're going to run towards there and just watch who's going to win.
Fred loves basketball. He
So
wouldn't
we
miss
have
it for the world.
Corey.
How you guys doing? You guys remember me? I was here last week. She was here last week.
I was here last week, too.
Thank you for covering me. That was a very interesting subject. Anyways, I was watching it, and the orgasm battering the woman's soul.
That's always entertaining, the orgasm talk.
Oh my God, that's Lutasha,
sure.
by the way.
It's Lutasha. Hello. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so right now I have some few questions, and we decided to pick a few of them. I'm going to go easy, okay?
Why not?
Okay. First one, is it okay for a woman to make the first move?
Of course.
In everything, like dating
Why
on
not?
the first date.
Why not?
After a couple of dates to have sex, is it okay?
Why not? Why would I say no to that? I'm a guy.
I know, but is it going to change your view if she's going to be a wifey material or...
It
Just-
depends. Women have complete control. You have complete control. You could do whatever you want and still make it turn out the way you want it to, depending on the things that you do.
Uh-huh.
Let's say, for example, you can have sex with the guy after a week and then maybe not call him. He'll kind of feel like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. You didn't call me, like,
Uh-huh.
you know, you
Even
can
if the
always
sex was bad, he'll still think that, or he'll be like, oh, thank God she
No,
didn't
you
call
have to have confidence to do that and walk away. You can't just do that and walk away if you're weak. There's no way.
me."
Okay, so for me, it's actually what happened the morning after. What happened after, you know? So are you going to be a classy girl after that everything seems cool? Or are you going to be that crazy girl that, like you said, why you didn't call me? Is
I
it
think
because
you have to be classy, or else there's no other way to do it. Even if you were doing some trashy stuff last night, just pretend like it didn't happen and be like, okay, well, you know, and he'll follow suit. I think. What do you
Like I
think,
said,
Corey?
women have complete control. They have complete control
Okay,
for most of the time.
so it's okay.
If Fred was here, no way.
Okay, so
He's inferior.
Sherry, it's okay. Go ahead and do your thing.
Dang, calling people out.
Oh, dang.
Government names on the radio. Yeah.
Okay, this one is interesting. I actually have some hesitation because I know her. Okay, she said her and her boyfriend, they do have sex 3 times a day.
I mean, we can clap about it, but let's be honest.
Let's be honest, please.
3 times a day. But she worries that they don't have connection because she can only attain orgasm 1 out of 3.
What? That's a lot. That's a lot of orgasms. 3 times a day, 1 out of 3. Girl, bye. You doing good.
Why even do it if you're not gonna get? I mean,
That's
Listen.
a massive cardio.
right? She's in amazing shape. Why get up at 4 a.m. to work out? No reason.
I
It's
mean,
done.
I mean, if you're like 3 times a day, they can go through the Kama Sutra position in less than a
Right.
month.
Start doing yoga. Get some new positions.
They're the sex master for sure.
Maybe it's just too much that there's something in her head that she
Or
couldn't
maybe her
attain it.
clitoris is numb. Like, all
Numb.
that penetration. Golly, like, I would be like, oh, I need a break. I need some ice. I need a Gatorade, something.
Gatorade. What kind of Gatorade? Blue.
Red.
Well,
Red.
my question is if it depends. Does he knows that she's not attaining orgasm 2 out of those 3?
Well, I think that a lot of times women don't orgasm as much as men do in general. So for me, that doesn't really necessarily sound odd. What do you think?
I mean, it's not odd for me. The oddness is like 3 times a day. Once again. Yeah.
Can we get a round of applause? Thank you. No,
What do you
you're right.
think about that?
For the man, obviously, he's gonna get his orgasm every time. But 3 times a day, I would even think the man would even be kind of like,
I'm surprised he's orgasmed
Right,
3
I
times a
mean-
day. That's a
Uh-huh.
lot.
no,
That's a lot
no,
of
no,
stimulation.
no. Listen, a man can orgasm as many times. There just might not be as much coming out as you think. Look, let's not get into details, okay?
None
Let's
of the
keep
gory
this
details, please.
somewhat PG-13. Shout out to my boy Fred.
No, I mean if the man is having sex with her 3 times a day, that means he's really into her.
It's 7 days a week. No, seriously.
7 days a week.
I don't think it's 7 days a week. Maybe
Even if it
let's
was
say
5
Please
days a
clarify it,
week.
please.
you know
4.
3 times. You know
That's a lot of sex.
that's a lot of sex. That means he's really into her. That
Has
he
to be
can't
have
keep.
some lube involved. Something. You got to be drying up after that second time.
Okay,
Dirty
that's
talk at its finest, everybody.
I know, right? Last one. They've been together for 5 years and still no proposal. Should she stay or not?
Well, does she want to get married?
She wants to get married.
Well, obviously they don't because
Uh-huh.
he hasn't
I-
asked.
Wait. Hold on.
I think this is actually I asked this last because it goes to our topic, which is 40 and lonely. And I think women have a tendency to make excuses for their boyfriends or whoever, girlfriends. Why are you gonna stay in a relationship for 5 years if he's not meeting your expectation?
I think I can understand that what you're saying, but I mean, for some people, marriage is not the end all be all. Like that's not their goal. Like maybe they're just happy. That's why I said is if she wants to get married, then I mean maybe she does probably need to move on because he's obviously not on that same page. In my opinion, Mr. Mack.
It depends. I mean, 5 years, it might sound like a long time, but it depends on what stage of your life you're in. Are they young? Are they older? Like 5 years, it depends. You could be 21 and be with someone for 5 years. You're only 26. Like how? I mean, what
How old
age
are they? Yeah.
They're about 30s, early 30s. And the reason is like she's worried about he's using the word busy. I need to go, get a promotion, go get a job, a better job, or like a home. And that
She's
was
saying that for
always
him.
for him. He's the one always making excuses, and he doesn't want to talk about marriage in 5 years. So she's a little bit worried. And for me, I think a man's point of view, they usually know on the first year if they can see a woman if it is a wifey material.
Man, we know on the first day.
There you go. So what is the difference of 5 years? That answers it. If he cannot put, the
And if that's what
marriage
she
talk-
wants, then yeah, she needs to find somebody else because obviously that's not what he wants. You would have done it in 5 years for sure. And it really that doesn't necessarily. I mean, Corey, it doesn't matter. Like if they're relatively older, like she says in their 30s, and that's what she wants, that's her goal. I'm sure she's expressed that. So
Well, let's hope that she's expressed it. I mean, 5 years, yeah, you can express it, but there's a certain way of expressing it. You can say, hey, I want to get married, and that's going to have a man like,
Yes.
no, I'm going to do it when I want to do it. Don't tell me when to do it. Look, I'm in this just like you're in this. I don't have to do it right now, but at the same time, there's ways of expressing or showing that you're worth marrying without even saying a word. And that's a skill. It's a skill. It's like me on the basketball court. I mean,
Oh,
everything I do.
gosh,
Look,
please.
don't talk about that. Look. Everything that I do, I work for. It's a skill. You have to earn it. You have to develop it. Women have to develop certain things. Men have to develop certain things. You
I
have to
get that, but are you skilling somebody into marrying you?
No, it's not. It's not about that. But whoever you are as a person, you want him to marry you. Give him a reason. Show him who you are. Obviously, 5 years is a long time. He should know who you are by 5 years.
Yep.
Obviously, but at the same time, then you have to put your foot down and say, you know what, this is what I want. It doesn't have to be, hey, marry me now or I'm leaving. But you have to show certain things that say, hey, you know what, this is what I want in life. This is where I'm trying to go. And slowly separate yourself. He'll see. A man always knows when she's getting ready to leave or she's kind of not so much there as she used to be. Separate yourself if it's that serious, or if you really love him. You're
There's-
not worried about it.
There's
You're like, you know
always
what?
going to
He'll
be
do
an
it.
excuse. There's always going to be an excuse.
Always.
College. I need to finish college. I need to pay up my student loan. I need to buy a home.
But I'm thinking that if he really wants to do it, there is no excuse.
Yes,
That's
right?
true too.
So I don't. Ugh.
I mean, maybe his funds aren't right.
That's what I said a while ago, that when a man loves a woman, they will move mountains.
I agree with that.
100%.
Every relationship goes through problems, though. Look, don't laugh. This is not a laughing matter. This is serious. Look,
God damn it, move mountains.
I'm not strong enough to move mountains.
They will move mountains. I mean,
I can only bench
really.
2 plates. I can't do much more.
That's why sometimes,
Listen.
there is some men that have 3 jobs, so they can provide, for their family.
You need to work smarter, not harder,
Yep.
all the
True.
time.
Look, not everybody has the brains to do that. So they don't. Let them do what they can.
So we have 2
Effort
minutes
should
left.
count.
We need to cover the 40 and lonely. I have a question actually that it took me a while. I said, how am I going to start this show? Because there's no Fred. No buffering of the
Fred.
soul. Fred.
No buffering of the soul. Fred established something last week.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
So that woman's get her soul buffer only. What's up?
Buffer her soul.
Buffer her soul 3 times a day. You know,
Oh,
3 times a
God.
day.
3 times.
3 times a day, man.
That's a
Do
lot.
it.
Okay, so the question of 40 and lonely is usually because they set aside looking for a true love or the relationship. So do you want to be rich and lonely or poor but happily married? I think that is really like the huge questions here.
I think you're kind of right, because I think a lot of women who are older and don't have, especially if they're in their 40s, they're usually, not all the time, but more financially successful and will put their energies elsewhere rather than focusing more on a man, because a lot of times with a woman, if they're in a relationship, they're supporting their man more than they're focusing on their own career and things of that nature. And in addition to that, if you're a successful woman, you have a certain kind of personality that's more domineering. So sometimes women don't know how to separate that when they get home with their boo. And they're still like with their boo. And he's like, yo, did you make some dinner? She'd be like, what? I ain't make no dinner. I've been working since 5 a.m. and whoop-de-whoop. So, they're not necessarily ready to like put their guard down and be like, all right, baby, even if I didn't make anything, I'll get something for you and all that kind of stuff. So,
I call that pride.
Agreed.
Is that a pride?
I think it is kind of, well, it's not even necessarily a pride thing, because sometimes
You're right. You're right. You're
I
absolutely
think that's
right.
ambition, though,
You're
for
right.
me. You know,
it is. Go ahead.
it's better to have something on the table before you settle. And I think is how you're gonna limit your how you're gonna turn it off. 6 o'clock, I have to turn off my CEO mode.
Yep.
That's the
Yep.
question. We have 10 seconds. We're gonna come back. If you have any question, please call 855-969-7268, and we're gonna come back. You want to be rich and lonely, or you want to be poor and happily married?
Call us.
Call us, please. We're here.
We are the Three Guys Rant.
With Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the 3 guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69 guys. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the Three Guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar.
Carlos Mandrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on rantradionetwork.com. That's rantradionetwork.com.
Check it out.
Yeah. There is some good conversation out here. Okay.
I know my wife is jocking me right now. I'm gonna let her know. Like, you're jocking me. She's like this, that black shirt, that black beard.
Oh my God. Okay.
I can't wait to call her, tell her.
Okay,
What
let me just clarify this because people are asking me what the right do I have to talk about marriage, right? I was married for almost 15 years. Okay.
That's a long time.
That's a very long time. And let me just tell you, there's two, and this is true, there are two topics always the conversation of argument. First, money. Second, sex. Because when there's no money, you argue, therefore you have no time or like mood to have sex. So I'm just saying that I just received a message from Facebook that's saying that women now are overachiever, and they're setting aside the needs or that urge to find real relationship. They look for men who got money.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit. And also, like, a man is always saying, like, I want a woman who's, driven, who's out for herself, who's independent, and all that kind of thing. But when they have that woman, they don't appreciate that about her. And they're trying to, listen, maybe not necessarily you, Corey, but there's a lot of men out there who don't want a woman who's as driven. And in addition to that, they want somebody who's going to be like, oh, hi, honey. They're going to be at home all day. But like, she's like, I got shit to do too. Like all day. So there's a balance for sure. There is a balance.
Balance is the key.
Don't get me wrong, but they want this independent woman, but when they get her, they expect her to be a maid.
Oh,
Can I speak now?
Oh,
is it
yes.
my turn? Is it my turn? I think it's my turn. You're right. The key word that you said was balance. Balance. But with it's kind of it's hard because really, like I said earlier in the show, it's always up to the woman. She has control over everything. You can be this woman that's here. You can be at the top. You can be very independent. You can have a lot of money. You can do whatever you need to do. But at the same time, you have to understand, he's still a man. And that's part of being a woman, saying, hey, I'm smart enough to know I might be the most independent. I might be dominant. I might make the money. You can make the money, but that's still my man. I need to make sure that he feels like a man. That's part. If you want to keep him, you have a job to do. If you want to keep him, you have a job to do. Your job is not to say, you know what, I'm making the money. Forget you. Like, okay, go ahead, be by yourself.
I'm not saying she's saying that.
But let's be honest, most independent women that are making a lot of money, eventually, why are they single?
They are looking for an alpha male. I'm not taking that away on the table. Most of the successful women that I know, making six figures, they want an alpha male.
Right.
But I think they putting something out there that they're too strong and they don't need a man. I think that's their first mistake.
First mistake.
First mistake.
That'll keep you lonely.
I know. Just like Fred says, no one want to live alone.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, come on now. After my divorce, that was my first questions about myself. It's like, how am I gonna start? I felt so displaced. Because for 15 years, I had someone, a best friend, and then all of a sudden, no one to talk to.
Right.
So I ended up finding myself again. Actually ended up, having this new Roselle, which is I love, and now I'm started dating again. It's incredible, But now I have to kind of like tell myself, I know now how to turn off that CEO mode at 6 o'clock when I go in the house, when I talk to my boyfriend and said, you know what, I'm a woman. I'm not a CEO. I'm not, I'm not his boss. I'm a woman. And I think that's what's the first mistake of women right now. They don't know how to separate themselves.
I get that, but there still needs to be a balance on his part as well. Like, don't talk to me like I work at Walmart either.
Let's
I
get
Why are we assuming that he talks to her like that? Let's not assume that he's not talk to her like that. What if he talks to her like, hey, I love you, I missed you, how was work? And you're like, look, you know what? You need to get down and rub my feet. My feet hurt.
I kid you not. I was talking to someone over the weekend, and he was telling me that his homeboy could not marry this girl because she doesn't know how to cook.
You were astonished.
He has requirements.
You were astonished that she didn't know how to cook, or you were astonished he wasn't going to marry her because of that? What were you astonished about?
I think that's just bullshit. I think there's other reason than that, and that's the only thing
think
who
it's
can
bullshit,
pinpoint.
too.
Yeah. I said, do not give me excuses. Just
Maybe he was raised in the South. Look, we don't know where he was raised. We don't know what kind of background he has. Maybe his mom cooked for him every day and his mother is not around. He's like, you know what? I need a woman that cooks. I can't cook for shit. I have no money. I'm broke. She loves me. I love her, but she can't cook.
But
the bitch can't cook.
This is one of the questions. Is it really gonna be a happy marriage if they're both broke and there's no financial stability?
Yes, it can be.
I don't think
Really?
so.
I don't think so.
I don't think money. I think when it's real love, money has nothing to do with.
Women love security.
We need
that's
security.
Women. That's women, but
I want a hefty savings.
gold diggers everywhere. You can't get away from them, baby. You can't. No, I'm just.
Are you kidding me? I would like to have a vacation. That's my expectation.
And like, I think a lot of women, especially, smart women, even it's not even that. Like, for me personally, I feel like I want to work. I want to be out doing things every day. I want to have my own thing, but I don't want to have to. That's pretty much where I am. Like, I will. I have no problem with that. I want to do something that I want to do, and I'll do that. I've been successful in my life, but I don't want to have to.
But you have to take care of you first at all times.
But if we're together.
But at all times. It's your life. When you're dead, you're dead.
I get
when
that.
you're alive, you're alive.
Corey,
it's you.
I get that. 100%.
I understand you get it. But you don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're saying, I don't want to have to. That's the perfect, yes, I have love. I don't have to. I want to be able to do this. I can. There's going to be times when you're high, and there's going to be times when you're low. When you're low, what do? Oh, I can't do this. You know what?
And that's what I'm saying.
But not everybody thinks like that. Not everybody's going to say, you know what? We're low. I understand we're having a bad time. You know what? I'm going to get through with him. Some people might say, you know what? We were high. What happened?
Yeah,
we're
that's
low,
what I'm saying. Like,
and I don't want to install that. Whoever's listening, you're going to listen to me. You're not going to we're not going to install that in your minds. You're going to go ahead and listen to this.
That's the ideal relationship, though, that when you started with nothing and you both grow together.
And that's beautiful.
That's what Kobe says. He said, oh, Drake, you ain't shooting with me at the gym.
You said too much music.
When he said something about with Kobe Bryant, she's not shooting with me at the gym or something like that.
Nah, you know what? Women, most of them be like, I was shooting with you in the gym, but I was cooking in that kitchen.
Yeah. She was taking care of the kids.
It's the same thing. Like, I'm taking care of the kids. I'm taking care of the household. I'm cooking. I'm doing all this stuff. But all of that is disregarded.
Guys, Kobe didn't say that.
And I know.
Drake said it.
But she's talking about it, so we're addressing it.
Of course,
and in addition to that, how he know she wasn't? Maybe he was like, come on, let's
they
go.
got a maid.
Let's go to
you know they got money?
No, but I'm saying, like, if all I'm saying is, what if he was like, he's having a bad night, he's up all night, he's like, boo, let's go to the gym and just throw me the ball while I shoot and I'll talk to you.
And that's
how
a
you know
great
he
woman.
wasn't doing that? How you know?
She was. They just talking.
So this is really good. Like, when the man really look for a wifey material or a wife, you need to make sure that she's not just good when it's hot, like you said.
Of course.
Because when the shit hits the pan, when the shit hits the fan, you're gonna know what she's made of.
And there's always going to be a time like that. That's the crazy part. No matter how,
Marriage is
I'm not going
hard.
to say no matter how much money you have, because I never had that much money.
No, but even if you do, I think even if you do have a lot of money,
there will be a time when you'll say, hey, you know what?
They may not be financial, but it's going to be something.
Why do you think the divorce rate is more than 50%?
Because people don't try. They don't try to work.
They don't try
through it.
anymore.
They don't
They
try.
just quit.
They just quit. It's easy to get a divorce. Back then, it wasn't okay to get a divorce.
That's why I say money has no overall impact on true love. That's why I say that, because people are saying, if things get bad, or I want to be able to take a trip here. Look, if you actually love somebody and you know that person gives their all, because if they love you, they're going to give their all for you. They're going to try to go ahead and work and find a job for you. They're going to do what they have to do. But if they can't, No, there is no can't. There is no can't.
There's
but
no can't.
they will try. And if you love them, you will say, you know what? I'm going to stick with you to the end of the earth.
When you can't, you can't.
Like I said earlier, when you can't, you can't.
But like how you were saying earlier, she should know, like your friend who's homeboy is working 3 jobs. Why is he working 3 jobs?
Did we discuss that already?
No, not yet.
No, don't worry. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Because right now our topic is, it seems like it's more concentrated on the female who's are, 40 and lonely. There's a lot of men out there
Why
who
are the men 40
and lonely.
Why are the men 40?
Why?
Because men are happy to be single
I'm
at
not
40.
I know.
They're like, yes, I can get a 20-year-old. I can do this. I can do that. If I got money, I can date whoever I want.
When? When? Go ahead, 40-year-old man. Yeah.
And I think because women have a biological clock. So if you
do.
want to have kids, we need to think about getting married before
pressure on
30.
women.
So much pressure.
It's pressure if you want to have children. So if you don't want to have children, you good, girl. Just keep your body together. You
and
can,
you just be a
can
hoe
catch
all day.
something. Not be a hoe.
Whatever. I'm going to be reckless
But
with
you
it. I don't
can-
care.
you-
Hey, so somebody got to be reckless on this show.
So what does it mean to be a hoe? Like, what does that mean? I need your
I don't
definition.
want kids. I want to fuck everything.
We didn't say fuck everything.
So I said it.
They're
I said
coming
you
up
said
with
it. I
these
said
new
it.
words now, like ratchets. Do you know I just found out about that word just a couple of months
Hey,
ago?
you know what? Hey,
What's ratchet mean?
this is random, off topic, but
I'm gonna look it up
this,
on Urban
this
Dictionary.
past weekend, for all who don't know what ratchet means, she's looking it up right now, and she's gonna give us a definition, which is great. But I went to the Do Over on Sunday.
Okay.
And most of the time, like for me, I'm a black male, so when I hear the word ratchet, I think black people, like black short shorts, ghetto, braids. I think something that's just like, ugh. That's what I think. I went to the Do Over on Sunday, and it was the most interracial, ratchet moment of my life. I've never seen so many different races in one place, and it still be ratchet. I mean, everything.
But
from-
ratchets only apply for women?
No,
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 not at all.
Oh no, not at all. I was looking there like, oh.
I have the definition if you're ready.
Okay.
We're ready.
We have a minute, so good.
Ratchet, to start acting like a hot mess in public.
Hold on, but her ratchet voice though.
Ratchet,
definition
definition number
voice.
2, a nasty, trifling person that is usually wants money or sex. Ratchet, usually used in basketball when talking about making a basket.
I've never heard that one.
I never heard that one either, but the first 2 definitions seem relatively accurate. And that's not exclusive to women. It really isn't.
No, not even close. But you know what? I didn't know ratchet was a word that you use. Was someone looking for money? What was the second one again?
Is a gold digger?
Yeah, they were saying basically like a trifling person who's only one.
I think ratchet's like, oh, you know what? You look just as ratchet as me.
It's
Let's
the
do
opposite
it.
of
Like,
classy.
that's what I thought.
It's the opposite
With
of
a
classy.
It's the
All right,
opposite
well,
of
win.
classy.
So white people can be ratchet too.
We have 7 seconds. So if there's any questions, go ahead and call us at 855-969-7268. Why do you think women are 40 and lonely? And next one is the men.
Yep.
Men.
Men.
involved, Unfortunately.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we can call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Theticketsurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. Theticketsurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
We are back. Okay. So we talk about on the second segment that why women are 40 and lonely. And it's because we concluded that maybe it's because they're very career oriented. They're not overachiever, okay? Get over yourself. They're career oriented.
Let them know. Let them know, Rose.
Okay, now why do you think men are 40 and lonely? I was telling Corey it's because way back in the 1950s, women are more desirable to marry. They have more training. They're training to be a wife and a mother. And
to
now,
cook and to clean.
now when you go out clubbing, they're posting themselves on Facebook and Instagram. It's like the bad bitch, And then yet they complain why they couldn't find a good man. Do you think that has something to do with it?
It's a tough one, man. Number one, I'm not 40. I don't know.
But men love those ratchets. They need love too.
They do love those. They love the
They have a
ratchets.
song that says,
They have a song.
Love the
like,
ratchets.
I do it for the ratchets.
I do it for the. That's what it is. I do
I
it for
have
the
a
ratchets.
homeboy, senior, actually will tell me, well, Ratchet needs love too.
I'm pretty
Is that
sure,
like big girls need love too?
I'm pretty sure the 40-year-olds didn't make that song. So
I don't think that there are lonely 40-year-old men. I
there's
really
not
don't.
many.
If they are, then they're broke or
and
they're
they're-
ugly or something like that, where they can't get. Because an older man, it's easier for him to get like a younger woman, any kind of woman he wants.
If he got money.
If he has money. If he doesn't have money, he's able to get any kind of woman he wants. Like an older woman, if she doesn't look the part, then she's just out here. A man who looks a mess, who has money, he can get whoever he wants.
And a man that looks a mess but has, I guess you're right. You just said it. Right. See how I try to flip it and I couldn't even flip it because I was like, you know what? She makes sense.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was reading this book and it's saying that men, they have a curve. And it's like 31 to 32 years old to 35. They're thinking about long-term relationship. They're already. So before that, they're just thinking about dating, hanging out, having companionship to go with, sex. But around 32 years old, they're starting to think about they don't want to live alone. So around 35 to 38, that's when they actually trying to
Lock
set
something
up.
down.
So, yep, lock someone down.
I mean, I know I always make the same face, don't I? Every time. Like, because it always just depends. Like, when a man knows, he knows.
Do you have any 40-year-old single friends at all?
I have 39 singles. So, I mean, I guess it's the same. It's the same, right?
It's the same.
pretty much the
I
same.
think 38, 39,
But
40.
it's amazing, though, because my friends, well, actually, no, I only have one that I could think of. And he's amazing. Like, when I say an amazing person,
He's a good
I mean,
catch.
this guy has a career. He is not sleeping around with many women. Like, literally, he's handling his business. Nice home.
Well,
Like,
do you think he wants to be involved?
he
or
does.
Is he,
He does,
Then what's the problem? Do you know?
Sometimes it's just about finding the right person for you. I don't think it's just as easy as, you know what, I'm ready, bam, bada bing, bada boom, I like you, come with me. Like, I don't think it just works like that. God has a way of working. I mean,
But you
not talking about
have to
everyone's
make
religious.
time to look for that one.
Yeah, but a lot of times
But I
you
think
want-
sometimes men are not in that space. Like, even if he was like working on whatever he was doing and he was tootsie rolling all over town and whatever. Tootsie rolling all over
I
town.
wanted to do the dance. I did. Continue.
But maybe now he's finally gotten settled. He's happy with where he is financially, with his job and all that kind of stuff. And now finally he's like, okay, well, I'm having really.
I think from my friend, I'm speaking about my friend right now.
Okay.
he just gets let down because a lot of times people's values of a relationship these days are not. They're kind of like people take things for granted.
Well, do you think he's dating the wrong women? Because I know a lot of.
But you don't know who you're dating. You don't know.
I guess that
people always say, "Oh, I'm dating the wrong kind of man. I'm dating the wrong kind of woman." You don't know who you're dating until you actually know who that person is.
You see the crazy.
You know, or whatever it is. You might think somebody is all about you, and then they don't call for a week, and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy." What is that?
Oh my God!
Well,
the word "I'm busy." What
if
is
you're a
that?
repeat offender, if you're always dating the same kind of person,
What busy for me is the equivalent of an asshole.
I agree with that.
Yep. I mean, you can come on, Jay-Z and President Obama. They're busy, but they have a fulfilling relationship, marriage.
That's what we think. According to the TV,
think, right?
according to the TV, they do.
But I think actions reveals everything.
Mm-hmm.
We make time for what we really want in life. We make excuses for the rest. And I think the word busy is an excuse. You make time.
Busy is an excuse.
Oh,
I'm
it's
busy
a great
too.
excuse, and it works every time.
It works every
Especially
time.
for people who just want sex, or they think they want them. They're like, "Well, I just at least want to hit that real quick." So I'll just go ahead and say, "You know what? It's okay. Next time."
Damn.
Next time. Damn.
So busy, do not accept it. Busy
Yeah.
is an excuse.
Do not press go. Do not.
Busy can
collect
postpone
$200.
anything.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
just a little busy. Okay, no problem.
They, like I'm at work. You know what? Men will do that. Work.
What?
Busy at work.
But that's okay though. You're trying to make money.
See, that's the thing. That's
Well, what
why
kind of work
women
is it?
Yeah,
Like,
I
what
mean, you're
kind
at a
of
job where
work
you can touch
are
your
we really
phone.
talking about? If you're a brain surgeon, you have to use your hands to, do that. Then maybe, but you can text in between. I think
You need to use the toilet, right?
Yes, exactly. There's not a whole lot of jobs where I feel like you are completely unable to text for 8 hours. Like there are not a lot of jobs like that, in my opinion.
There's not very many at all. So there's never really an excuse. In other words.
I always say that the red flag is the hot and cold men.
Mm-hmm.
They're hot, and the next thing they're cold. They're hot. They're cold.
What does that even mean? I mean, there's hot and cold women too. What does that mean?
That means they're just not into you. They're,
Okay, that goes both ways for sure.
Yep, and then therefore she is just not that into you. Therefore she's not the one.
Have they made that movie yet? She's not that into you.
Yes,
They have. They made.
No, he's not that.
He's not that
They
into
should.
you.
I mean, but it really
They
goes
should
the
make a
same way.
she,
But she is kind of the same thing because she's just like
Not that.
she does the same thing. Because I'm like some of the stuff even in that he's not that into you book. I'd be like, ooh,
Yeah.
I do some of that.
Yeah.
Why you have to whisper? I do some of that.
You know what's so funny is like you can tell that she's not that into you when she's trying to change you.
No, you think
Yes,
so?
when she's trying
I
to
think that
change
is
you.
the opposite. She's into you when she's trying to change
Yeah,
you.
she's trying. Yeah,
Really?
I think she's into you.
Like he's so perfect, but if he could just
Yeah, she's
go get a
into-
better
she's
job.
No, because she would be
Controlling
like, "Oh, he ain't got a good job, boy. Bye. I'll hit him when I want to go to have drinks over there by his house or something. I'm bored."
Would you be with someone who's trying to change you?
Me personally, no. Anyone who's trying to tell me what to do, when to do it, it's not gonna happen. We're about 45% of our life finished. Before you know it's gonna be done. You never know. It could end tomorrow. So enjoy your life.
So
That's me though.
But for me, that's a sign when a woman is trying to change someone, and usually everything is good and dandy on a honeymoon phase of
I
the
thought you were
relationship.
gonna say when a woman's trying to change you. I was like, "Oh, you like girls?" I missed that memo. Nobody CC'd me.
Oh no! Where was I with this? What's going on? No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
It's the one thing that a woman. There's 4 things that you could do for a man. First is like she needs to need you. You have to have a purpose for her. What is your purpose? The second one is appreciation. When you did something to her, she would just say thank you and pretty much just shut up because she appreciates what you did, no matter how big or small that is. Because a man's language, I care for you, I love you language are different.
Well, see, that goes back to the beginning, what we were talking about earlier with a woman being, dominant in the relationship, or what was the word we were looking for? Independent. A man still wants a woman to always feel like, he's needed. You need him to feel like he's needed.
There you go.
And that's the problem.
True. That's true.
That's the problem. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how independent you are. But if you make me feel like you're not needed, then this relationship won't work.
Yep. Why?
Because naturally, as human beings, the man has to feel like he's needed by a woman.
Yep.
Even if, it doesn't matter. That's how. Hey, if you're a woman, women right now, step your game up right now. If you are the woman that's making $1 million and you're making crazy money, all you have to do is just act the part for about 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day. Just give him 5 minutes of acting.
Do you
baby,
think
I
that's
need you to
why
do this. It's a trick.
40
Do what you got to do.
It is a trick.
Whatever it worked. And we'll know. We'll know when we're being tricked. You know what? I know she's lying to me, but it doesn't matter. It worked. I feel good now, so thank you.
Do you think that's why a lot of men 40 and lonely is because they feel like they're not needed? Because a lot of
Tell
there's
us,
more
Corey.
that's a good
That's a good question.
because there's more independent women now. Before in the 1950s,
Yeah.
they need men.
Some
to
men
bring
are.
the bacon.
A lot of men are intimidated. I mean, they're
Really?
intimidated for sure. Oh, for sure, they are, and that comes from what they're doing with their personal life. Are they working? Are they, do they have self-confidence? How are they in shape? Do they look good? It depends. It depends on the male.
Because Corey come in here with his baby tee on, talking about he look all good.
I told
Fred
him,
in
man.
here with baby tees on. I'm like,
Yeah.
boy, bye.
Fred told me I can't come on the show unless I have a baby tee on. Said we work out early in the morning. We need to make sure we let everybody know that we're in shape.
Combined, they probably weigh about 280 pounds.
Because that's
Whatever.
what we're looking for.
That's
confidence.
sexy.
Confidence in a man. That's
Mm-hmm.
what women are
Confidence
looking
is
for.
important. Yeah, it's super important.
Yeah. So I could just hear Fred saying, "It pains me. It
Pains me. It pains me.
It pains me."
I know he's gonna laugh when he
I
hears
know.
this.
When women are so independent that they don't need a man, But
You always need a man.
in reality, a man needs to be confident. So the woman will feel that she needs him. Therefore, he's going to do something for her. She's going to accept. That's the appreciation and that
Yep.
word, the respect. Respect. And
Respect.
I love
The
I love
mutual
the word
respect.
honor. You honor your man. Think about it.
Look at you stepping your game up.
Yeah.
I told somebody got to step their game up in here. Roselle stepping her game up right now. Honor her man.
pains me.
She just gained 3 likes right now. Right now. I don't know what your Facebook's looking like, but you just gained likes.
I got one request for
Likes.
It's had 3 likes. I know. Oh, that reminds me. We have Instagram, Dirty Truth Radio Show. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Plug them.
I know. If you have any question,
Like
we have
it.
30 seconds. 855-969-7268. I love the word honor. Honor is good because if you're going to have that woman carry your last name, she better honor it.
Hello.
She got to honor it even when you go broke.
Right?
You got to honor it. So.
Truly, she better be ready for that.
Because when the shit hits the pan.
When the pan.
The pan. The shit hits the pan. This is some new stuff. You guys are awesome. All right.
Oh my God. So we're down to our last segment. When we come back, we're going to talk about why is it so important not to think about career? Why is it, is it really good to be lonely and rich?
Let them know.
We're going to come back.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar, Carlos Mandrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the three guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
Okay, we're back.
Back.
Okay. We were talking about men and men with money. You know, after my divorce, it took me a while to get back to dating. And honestly, I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I can actually write 50 first date because after first date,
you're like, I'm done.
I'm done. I was like, what the hell with this man? You know, because honestly,
50 times?
50 times. Like,
with 50 different guys.
You know, like Fred was asking me one time, it's like, how many times do you go out on a date? I was like, well, there's Friday and Saturday.
Right.
Sometimes you have lunch on Wednesday.
The whole weekend.
Are those real dates for their dates?
Yep. And what's wrong with that? I was trying to be selective. You know, I'm married. I know. I think I'm gonna be the exception to this because I was married and I have kids.
Yeah.
So I was being selective. So
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I found out though I did have some share of, you know, rich men.
Yeah.
And I find them very emotionally unstable.
I would
Are
agree
they
with
controlling?
that. I would agree with that.
No, they just know how to attract women, but they don't know how to keep women.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Like, because they lead with their money, and sometimes a lot of times that's all they have to offer. They don't have personality. They don't know how to court anybody. They don't know how to engage with people, and they don't know how to keep you interested.
I agree with you guys because the money, it's you that keeps the woman. It's not the money. It's you as a person. Whoever you are is what she will fall in love with.
If you want a quality person, if you want somebody who's just there for the cash, then it doesn't matter. But
right. If
you
they're
know,
just looking to get ahead, then hey, that's a whole other ballgame.
You know, like you said, they just don't know how to keep the excitement going because most of them they're talking about business. I mean, really, do I really want to talk about your, you know, business, your contracts?
Right. I'll listen for a little bit. That's great, babe. That was wonderful. You did so good.
Most of them are not even
You did
spontaneous.
So good. Sounds like you've done this before. Have you done this before? It sounds like you've been in this situation before.
Carry on. Go ahead.
Carry on. Okay. That's, okay. I just wanted to know.
I think it's only temporary. It's a false joy when they were giving me gifts.
False joy. That's awesome.
I call it false joys. You know, I feel special. I felt special when, you know, they buy me gifts, but guess what? I can buy my own shit.
Well, it's not even for me. A lot of times with men, like if they buy you gifts, it's different if they're just buying you like a gift, like just something nice that's expensive or whatever. But if they're buying you something that meaningful or something they know you like something that they know is it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive, but just something they know that you like a lot personally, or it's something that you can't get frequently, or because you don't have time, or you like this specific candle that's at, you know, this place, or if, you know, you really like this kind of food that's on the other side of town, you can't get over there all the time, and you get that, like something small but they know that you like it. Like that's something different. That means they're paying attention to you. They're engaging with you. They're actually listening to things that you say. So
it's a lesson. Like I always say that with women, everything is timing. Nothing is about how much you spend. It's all about when you do it, how you do it. So if, let me see, getting her, I don't know, maybe she likes Snicker bars. Maybe she likes these.
Ice cream
but guess
Snickers.
what?
Every
she
gas
didn't
station.
see it. She didn't see it coming. Bam, Snicker bar right in front of your face.
Snicker bar.
And she's like, "Whoa, you know what?
Whoa, Snicker
look,
bar.
you just
I
made
love
her
me some
day.
Snickers.
She's done. She's done for at least 3 days.
Yeah.
You got her. Like
It's
you're
true.
you're winning. You know. So I mean, you're right.
Yep.
It's the little things.
Because One of my good friend asked me and said, "Why did you broke up with my last boyfriend?" Which is by paper. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I have no complaints. He's very successful. He's very polite.
did everything on
He's a
paper.
good man. Yeah, but this is my problem was, he was willing to give me the world. I have an ambition to open my own dance studio, and he was willing to give that to me, but he could not lend me an ear. When I needed to talk to him, he's not available. He's always busy.
Yeah.
So until like I could not reach out to
So
him.
what, you were like a trophy piece from him? I mean, what, you were just like...
No.
I mean, if he can't listen to you for 5 minutes, I mean, you know what? Go ahead, give me your best trophy pose right now.
Give it
Please.
to it. Give it to
I
it.
mean, I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either because we broke up and then he tried to get back with me. We tried again. It was only good
So-
for a few months and then bam.
Hold on. When you say good for a few months, what do you
Like
mean?
he was.
You
he
mean like
was
sexually?
No,
That's what it
no.
sounds like.
Hey, women actually are more sensory hearing. They're not about actually sex. Like we said, foreplay is about hearing from them.
Yeah.
God damn it! When if I
Foreplay,
text
hearing
you,
from... Jesus, I didn't even know that.
Uh-huh.
Just learned.
yeah, I mean, don't disappear on me for 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
That's just not
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You
No.
know.
That isn't
That,
good.
that's the... Hey, I'm busy. I was busy. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
So busy.
Okay, now I'm ready.
So busy.
Yeah, that's where the hot and cold, was coming from me. I felt like,
Yeah.
honestly, I felt like he's not that into me, even though he was doing these other
book.
things.
The movie.
I
He
know,
wasn't that
right?
into you, baby.
I know. Have you seen me?
You see what I look like? I work out.
Like, hello.
I work
I
out.
pole.
Jesus.
I got massive collection of stripper shoes.
Yes. Right. Exactly. She could work it.
Yes.
See my pole work?
Bands will make her dance.
I'm Asian and I can twerk.
I'm Asian. I can't take this, guys. Hey, the show's over. Hey, have a good night, everybody. I'm just kidding.
Bands will make her dance.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm Asian. I can twerk. Come on, guys. Seriously. This is like
There's
the
not a
two
lot of Asians who can twerk. I
Yeah.
mean, she knows her work.
I take classes, workshops.
workshops.
They
Workshop, she's
actually have
ready.
twerk workshop. I kid
You have any
not.
addresses? Can we give them out? Hey.
Give them addresses out, girl.
I was not here last week because I have to take this, pole workshop. And it was very good with Marlo. And I love it. She was just awesome possum.
Awesome. Possum.
Awesome possum.
You're the one line master. You got
No,
it.
but,
down.
I'm saying is like it's only good for, like I said, false joy. It's only good for a few months, and then you're gonna realize
You're like, you don't even know me.
that yes, that's how.
You haven't listened to anything I said.
Honestly, I don't even know if he knows my birthday. I was like, God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah. Then,
Uh-huh.
then you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Uh-huh,
You
but-
know what? I mean, I had to take it back on that one. Seriously. He doesn't know my birthday. You know what? Let me just... Okay, I really want to stay here with all this money and this great house, but if he
Uh-huh.
doesn't know my birthday, I have to say, you know what? Let me knock it off, and I got to do something. That means I need to leave.
But let me tell you something. I will always, even Fred told me, every time you go in a relationship, you always give your all. Do not hold back. Because when
That's the best way to go.
yeah,
It is.
because I have no regrets. I was there. I was a woman to him. I really learned how to shut off the
And
TV
it's
mode.
And let me speak on that because I've always said that growing up. People always want to play these games and stuff, and you have your tactics on how to attack a relationship. I've always felt if you tell someone and you let them know from the beginning, this is what it is, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, this is what I think of you, they have no choice but to show you their true colors right away. They can maybe pretend for a little bit, but for so long, the things that you want, they're going to have to show it right away. And you can't fake the funk for too long. And me, I've always been, hey, this is what I want, this is what I like, this is what I do. And immediately, someone can be turned off to
True.
it and say, you know what, I'm not with that. And then now you know, okay, now I know I can take a step back. I did the best I could at the moment, and I let them know what I want. And you're not sitting here saying, hey, you know what, let me just kind of cater to what they like, what they need. And now you're just wasting 8 months out of your life
Yep.
just to try to please somebody who you know is not about it. So I always suggest to people, say what you want, do what you want, and
state your expectation early
Boss.
on in the relationship.
There it
Honestly,
is.
it's I learned that the hard way.
But how do
yeah.
you state it? What do you say?
You
What
say
do
what you
want?
feel.
Yeah, I
Say it.
You know, you're not gonna get everything, but if you don't ask for what you want, you will get nothing.
Just say it. It's not. There is no wrong way to say anything. Just say
if
it.
it's coming from a feeling, he could not cross you
Okay.
on that one.
Perfect example. Well, not example, but it's all about delivery.
Delivery is
You
important.
can say
About 3
anything.
minutes.
You can say the most you can say the most disrespectful thing in the nicest way.
It's true. That's
So that's
very
why
true.
I say whatever you have to say it. Just find the right wording and find timing is everything. I would say for men, obviously with women, timing is everything. Same thing for women. If you want to tell them something, look, maybe you need to see him in person. Maybe you need to talk to him on the phone late at night. I don't care. Whatever it is, find the right time, say it the right way. And it's soft voice, not this.
Be a woman.
Put your soft voice on. Put your sexual chocolate on,
Baby,
and
I'm here for you. You
look,
know that.
hey, look, warm them up. Do what you got to do. You know I love you and all that. Or
Okay, for example, if she wants more, they see
More
each
what,
other
though?
once a week, and
She
then
wants more what?
like for example, they're seeing each other. They're
It's
seeing
3 times a day. She don't want no more of that. That's for sure.
How much more do you want?
if she's seeing her boyfriend once a week and she wants to see him twice a week.
Well, she's on once a week.
If that's her, that ain't her boyfriend.
I
my
mean,
boyfriend, that's a trick.
it's not bad. You know,
That ain't her boyfriend.
But it's so fit. You know,
trick.
that was really tripping me out. Like some women will say once a week is too much. I think that is not too much if you're trying
No,
to get to know
because she's getting it
someone.
in too. I'm not tricked by her. She's a player. Well, once a week. Oh, okay.
That's not her boyfriend if it's once a week.
Look,
Really?
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
Would you see your boyfriend once a week?
We only see each other once a week, but
Where
we
do you
talk
live?
every day. Orange County, and he lives in Woodland Hills.
Oh, well, that's why. Well, that's why.
he works, you work, then
That's,
hey.
that's a little different, but still, once a week is not a lot.
I know, right?
Not even on the weekends. What's going on?
Oh my God.
Oh my,
Oh,
she's,
she,
oh my
she's
God.
stalling now. She's stalling. She's like, how much
Oh
time
my
we got?
God. Let me
How
think
much
about my
time we
own
got?
life.
Yeah.
Let me step my game up, like I said earlier. Step your game up, women. Step your game up, men. Do what
So
you gotta
how
do.
are you gonna communicate that? Without even looking or seeming like needy.
Corey.
You
Hold
have
on, why don't
you
I have to
have
answer
a
that?
minute.
There's 2 women here.
You have a
But I'm
minute.
saying, like, I don't know. We obviously don't know how to say to a man, we want to see you more often. Can we just say that? I want to see you more often.
Yes. And the problem with women, real quick, we don't have much time left.
I know,
But-
we have
but
less
seriously,
than a minute.
with women, don't be scared of rejection. Like, meaning, when I say rejection, not meaning he's going to say, you know what, I don't want to see you this much time. I'm saying put out what you want to get out. Whatever you want out of it, let it be known so you know in your own mind. You have to be comfortable with yourself and say, you know what, I let this be known. I did the best I could. This is what I wanted. And immediately he's shown me that it's not what he's going to give me.
She's confident, and
now
that's
you
a
can
good
move
trait
on.
too.
You can move on saying, you know what, he's not ready for me.
Okay, we have 15 seconds. So I just want to say that we have Facebook, Twitter,
I
and
love y'all.
Instagram, Dirty Truth Radio. Thank you, Corey.
Man,
Thank
you
you.
guys are
I
the
don't want to
best.
murder your name.
Lutasha.
Lutasha.
Lulu.
And next Tuesday, we're going to have Fred.
Fred.
6:30. Goodbye, everyone.
We're going to miss Fred. Where's Fred? Bring Fred.
It pains me.
Floyd Mayweather.